Hello classroom students. In today's class we are going to study continue next part of the chapter solution. In the last class you studied Henry's law that was telling you how pressure of a gas defines the solubility of a gas in the liquid. Now today onwards we are going to study certain properties of a given solution. Now if we are talking about a solution, we are definitely talking about at least two components. One has to be solute and another has to be solvent. Now, for solute, we will have two categories to be studied. First one says it is a non-volatile and non-electrolyte solid. So, when we are talking about non-volatile, non-electrolyte solid, it means solid is not contributing anything to the volume of the solution which we are preparing. Now since volume is not increased, so whatever be the volume of initial liquid, that will remain the same. Here another thing to be studied, we are studying the liquid solutions only. Means our solvent is majorly in liquid state. So first property of the liquid is, any liquid, if you just leave it in the bottle in a closed can or leave it in a glass open, has a tendency to get evaporated. पता है एंट्रोपी इंक्रीज होती है तो लिक्विड आप छोड़ेंगे तो पूरा लिक्विड फॉर्म में नहीं रहेगा. सम अमाउंट ऑफ इट विल ऑलवेज कन्वर्ट इनटू वेपर्स. एक्चुअली होता क्या, व्हाट इज द फिजिकल प्रोसेस गोइंग ऑन इज, व्हेनेवर वी टेक अ लिक्विड इन अ कंटेनर, दिस लिक्विड ऑलवेज टेंड्स टू कन्वर्ट इनटू वेपर्स. ग्रेटर द एंट्रोपी, जितने मॉलिक्यूल्स की एनर्जी एक्सीड कर जाती है अट्रैक्शन फोर्स से, the molecules vapor में convert हो जाते हैं. So initially when you have just poured the liquid in the container, it starts getting evaporated slowly, but the vapors are very small, very little at that time. As the time passes by, vapors keep on increasing, and as vapors increase and they are confined to a smaller volume, they start mixing together, getting together, being attracted and convert into liquid. So there are two processes now going on together. One is liquid converting into vapors, that is evaporation, and another is vapors converting into liquid, that is condensation. So it's a two-way process. We can always apply Le Chatelier principle on it. So after some time passes, what happens is whatever liquid is converted into vapors, exactly the same amount of vapors come back to the liquid phase. So an equilibrium is established. At that point, vapors which are collected over the liquid surface, they start applying a pressure on the liquid surface, and this pressure which has been applied by the vapors on the liquid surface, और कब अप्लाई करेंगे, जब दोनों इक्विलिब्रियम में आ गए. So and one more thing needs to be kept in mind, that is we have to include temperature factors. अगर आप टेम्परेचर बढ़ा देंगे, more molecules will be converted into vapors, vapor pressure will increase. So if you are defining vapor pressure, this pressure applied by vapors on the liquid surface in equilibrium with it at a given temperature. This will be your cold temperature. All the things to be taken into account. Next, you have to study what are the factors affecting this vapor pressure. How much is the vapor pressure? Which factors affect it? First one, temperature we have studied. Greater the temperature, more will be energy associated with the molecules, and easily molecules will convert into vapors. It will become directly proportional. Second factor is surface area. Very commonly studied when you take some liquid in a glass and you throw it on the floor or spill it out, the liquid which is there on the floor, it becomes evaporated much more easily, much more earlier than the liquid kept in the glass. So surface area is also directly proportional to vapor pressure. Greater the surface area, lesser will be the vapor pressure. This will go 1 by vapor pressure, or it will get evaporated easily, that is another thing. Now third thing is volatility. Now if you have two liquids, one is acetone and another is water, and you keep both in the same amount, which one will get evaporated easily? But obviously you know acetone will get evaporated. So it is the attraction force between liquid molecules, which is, if it is strong, will not let liquid go away, and if it is a weak molecular solid है, covalent liquid है, it will get evaporated very easily. So greater the volatility, more will be the vapor pressure. More atoms or molecules will be collected just over the liquid, and they will apply more of the vapor pressure. So these are three factors which affect the vapor pressure of the liquid. Now the property vapor pressure, this is for the pure liquid only. We have not added any solute by now. So जब solute add करते हैं, then how things are affected. See, when you are taking a pure liquid, almost whole of the surface will be available for getting molecules converted into vapors. पूरा surface area available है, molecules will quickly go into environment. But the moment you have added solute, जैसे आपने solute add कर दिया, पूरे surface area का थोड़ा part solute molecules occupy कर लेंगे, net surface area reduce हो जाएगा. What will happen to vapor pressure? But obviously decrease हो जाएगा. तो जब pure liquid था, pure solvent, then vapor pressure was P0. When it was a solution, electrolyte, non-volatile solute हमने add कर दिया, then vapor pressure has decreased a bit. Maybe it was PS. Total how much decrease was there? कितना कम हो गया? That is called lowering of vapor pressure, and that is calculated by subtracting. कौन सा ज़्यादा है? Initially vapor pressure ज़्यादा था, solute मिला दिया तो has reduced. So this is called lowering of vapor pressure. How much is the decrease? और ये किस पे डिपेंड करेगा? More the solute is added, less will be the surface area available, and more will be the decrease, the difference. PS कम होता चला जाएगा, more the solute is added. So what will happen to the lowering? Greater the solute, greater will be the lowering of vapor pressure. That is one factor. इसका मतलब कि जितना solute अब add करेंगे, mass of solute, it is directly proportional to lowering. But it was not directly dependent. It was not giving us actual calculations. So there was a scientist, Raoult, who has studied a lot on the solutions, and he has proposed that if we study relative lowering is ratio with the initial vapor pressure to the decrease. P0 minus Ps is decrease, and P0 was initial vapor pressure. So this was called relative lowering. Now keep in mind the difference. This is lowering and this one is relative lowering. This was equal to the mole fraction of solute in the solution. Now there are two components, so we are talking about the binary solutions only. NP moles of solute, Na moles of solvent. So this was one relationship, mathematical equation that was found true for most of the solutions, ideal solutions. Now mole fraction, that includes moles of solute as well as moles of solvent. But what if our solution is very dilute? Dilute solution means amount of solute is very small. हमारा कौन सा component बहुत छोटा हो जाएगा, इसको हम negligible मान सकते हैं. यहाँ पर बात समझने की ये है कि negligible तब होगा जब दो चीज़ें कंपेयर की जाएंगी. अकेले में अपनी आइडेंटिटी है, so we cannot remove this term. NB will always remain. Separately, individually, everything has its identity. But when two things are compared, one is very big, then only other one can be neglected. So when we are taking solvent and solute, and if solvent is very large in amount, solute come here, then only what we will do, Na plus Nb may be taken equal to Na. So the same thing may be written here also, but this is for the dilute solutions only. If it is concentrated solution, we have to take into account both the components. Now, how do we define moles? Mass upon molar mass, mathematical calculation we can do. So that is Wb upon Mb, Wa upon Ma, Wb upon Mb. This is molecular mass. A is solvent, B is solute. So we can apply this formula. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 variables here and 2 variables here. Total 6 variables we have. Any one may be unknown and you may be told to calculate it. For dilute solution, formula slightly varies. That becomes Nb upon Na. अब हमने क्या किया है, Na और Nb को कंपेयर किया तो Nb बहुत छोटा था. We have just removed 1000 में 0.01 ऐड करोगे that will hardly make any difference. So we just remove the smaller part. So now our formula is simplified to WB upon MB into MA upon WA. B for solute and A for solvent. That is what we can put for dilute solutions. So this can also be used for calculations. Now this is all about first case of Raoult's law, that is applicable on solid. In the next part, we will study effect of adding liquid into another liquid and how Raoult's law is applicable on that. Up to here, you will be covering it in your coming up online test. So keep practicing the concentration terms, then Henry's law, and then this vapor pressure part. Only up to here it will be covered. Keep revising that revision sheet of chemistry in everyday life and polymer which has been given today. So that is all for today. In the next class we'll study further. Bye then.